Welcome to Hub City Homestead. My name is Ruth. Join me and our family as we raise our chickens, grow our garden, and try out all the things that make a homestead. We live on a small property, so we're going to do homesteading small. Today I'm at my parents' house, and I've got a little project for my brooder. My chicks, as you know, are 4 weeks old, getting fully feathered, and I want to start teaching them to roost if I can. So we are going to make a little roosting bar for the brooder. So my dad has all the tools for that. So we're gonna work with my father and make a brooder roosting bar.
Show me what you want to do.
So I want to sit it in my brooder, sideways. So it needs to be 18 inches long. So I'm thinking
18 inches. Okay.
So I guess what I'm trying to decide is, I'm thinking this be the base.
Well, is this a freestanding stand? Is this going to be, how tall is it going to be?
Just like 5 inches.
It won't tip over easy?
I don't know. Well, and that's why I brought this heavier piece, because maybe the heavier piece would be better.
Well, I don't know. Are these for little teeny chickens?
Yeah, it's just for littles.
Well, if we use that one, we have to use it that way so it'll be stable. But otherwise, you'd have,
it's
you'd have a
wonky,
rocket
isn't
perch.
it? Yeah. It is a bit wonky, isn't it?
A little bit wonky, yeah.
You're going to be on my video.
Oh, this will work too, if the chickens aren't too heavy.
Yeah, they're not heavy at all.
Okay, well, it should be
So
all right
I was thinking, we could use this for the base. This would be the roosting bar, and then this maybe for the side pieces to hold it up.
Oh, okay. How high up do you want it?
About there.
6 inches or so?
Yeah, about there.
And you just want a piece on each side to
Yeah, I think so.
hold the bar up?
Yeah.
And 18 inches?
18
That's only
inches.
that long.
I know.
So let me make 2 of them?
Why don't we do that? If I've got enough enough wood, we may as well.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So is this 136?
Oh, if not, I can find another piece.
Oh yeah. Nope.
I just need this out far so I can
we
run
can
these
cut.
out.
Did you make this bench?
I did.
Yeah.
This is old table storage things. Both of these, the one behind you and the
Oh,
one
yeah.
behind you. When I moved down here, I added the center shelf to hold all my smaller tools.
Which is so nice, yeah.
It's convenient.
See, that's what I need. I need a little chop saw like that.
Harbor Freight, you got really nice ones for $100 or less.
Yeah. Before I buy any more tools, though, we got to get electricity into my garage.
Yeah, you need to work on that for I don't know if you got money to do it.
We'll see. Yeah, we're gonna.
Part of the piece of wire.
Yeah.
You gotta run a heavy wire out there.
Yeah, that's the biggest part. I think Mark figured out how much it would cost.
18 inches, huh?
Yep, I measured it just before we left. Because I almost forgot.
I don't know, we got enough, there's enough here to do this on the...
Yeah, let's just do it on that. Because I can also... Yeah, it's wonky. I like to buy the wonky wood, it's cheaper. And the chickens don't care. Except that when we're trying to do something straight. I mean, we've got all these too.
Well, these,
they're bent.
They're bowed, but it does. I guess that doesn't matter. But they're not solid wood, but they would hold up for a. Oh, I got a little piece. Well, that's a little bigger. That's 2x2 instead of 1x2 like I don't know. Yours is bigger than 1 by 2 too, isn't it?
Yeah.
That would work.
I mean, the other one that
Would you rather
just
have
cut.
this or this?
I'd rather have this.
Would you?
Uh-huh.
Okay, I'll try this.
I just didn't have any. Yeah, go for it. I didn't have any of that left. I've used it all.
I could cut this down if you want to make a mass. Because what you got here is you got about a 2/3.
Yeah, no, I'm not worried about it. Nope, because they're just sitting on top of it.
Okay.
Looks like you were gonna make it. Starting a walking stick with it or something.
8 footers, yeah. When I started trimming them down, I just took that bar off when I got done. Can't be longer than 18 inches?
Mm-mm.
Alright, well, I'll just cut it out of this here.
You know what you could do is, if you wanted to do this, like cut this, 5 inches or 4 inches or whatever, and then cut it in half.
For vertical.
And do 4 of those, because this isn't very wide. And,
right.
And so this doesn't need to be as wide.
Like that,
yeah.
I can do that. So you want to be 6 inches
Or
overall?
if you didn't even want to use this, you've got this.
Yeah, we got 6 inches is clear up here. Is that too tall?
Nope. Those birds are amazing. They like to jump.
They like to jump?
Yeah, they like to jump and fly and.
I'm about 4 inches then.
Yeah. And it doesn't even have to be exact, just. Yeah. Well, I took a really excellent composting class. That's all you need, Dad, if you're going to cut those in half.
Well, what I was thinking is instead of doing that,
what do you think?
I was going to measure this like this.
Want to do like a diagonal or
do a paper on it.
Yeah.
There's nowhere for the poop to stay.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Perfect. Oh yes. I absolutely know what you mean. I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah, you gotta make sure there's no ledges. Ain't where with chicken.
Messy. So I'm gonna start doing vermicompost, which is
what kind of compost?
vermicompost.
Verma?
So it's basically the worms, where you
really?
make worm castings.
Do you do that in an old refrigerator or something?
No, you get a bin, like a storage bin, and you drill a whole bunch of holes in it.
We just changed our mind.
Yeah. I was gonna say that's a lot of smoke. Get the heavy duty. Get the heavy out. No, it doesn't. But anyway, so yeah, you get this bin and you fill it. You drill a whole bunch of holes in it so that there's air going through, but so that it still stays dark.
Sell the earthworms too, can you? For fishing bait?
You could. They're not night crawlers. They're red wigglers, but they would still work.
Earthworms are even better fish bait than
Yeah.
night crawlers.
So yeah, you totally could use them for that because they do reproduce in the bin. You got to do something with them.
Yeah.
And
you can dry them and eat them too.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see.
And then you put a whole bunch of you can put like wood shavings, or you could put shredded up paper. You rip up all your junk mail or whatever, and you put a layer down. Then you put the worms in, and you put another layer of that over the top of the worms. And then you start feeding them things like banana peels and your green waste and that kind of thing, and they just start eating it, and they poop out black stuff that's really good for your garden. So it's just worm poop.
Well, you just
Yeah. They say it's best not to feed the... Well, yeah, they'll eat anything. The lady I took the class from, she says it's good probably not to use meat only because meat gets really stinky because it rots so fast.
Yep.
So that's the only reason why you wouldn't use the meat. What a fun little multi-tool. So spoiler alert, I will also be building my vermicompost bin on this video.
Find the tool you're going to be using. We want the table saw.
Holy smokes.
Table saw. Oh, it'll do all those things. And then table saw, yep. And general sawing, yes. Right around.
Nice.
So, and then it also has a feature where when you turn it on, if it's above 1800 RPM, you have to confirm that
Right.
you turn it on so you don't cut your arm off.
Right.
Yeah.
Look at that. That other saw like burned that wood.
Yeah. Really quiet.
That is nice.
The main thing is keep your hand away from the saw.
Yeah, you need to have your pusher.
These are kind of tricky things to do. This kind of
Yeah.
thing. You put a fence on that. You're only doing a couple.
There we go.
I'll put one together and see how it goes. Spoiled chickens. I guess they won't tip those over.
No, they'll be fine. They're maybe a pound, the chickens, so
Well, if they do,
I can put some rocks on them or screw them right down.
The floor.
Which I might do. I might just screw them down on the floor.
Inside the pen.
Yeah. So
There you go.
thanks, Dad. Appreciate it. here we are at the brooder. I am now going to put little roosting bars that I made with my dad in here. While I'm doing that, I'm going to have these kids do this water. So for a little while, this will be kind of just a fun toy kind of thing for them to play on, but in not too long, probably, in about a week, we will be taking this warming plate out, and we'll take the warming plate and the heat lamp out, and I'm hoping that they will learn, and maybe we'll help teach them how to roost on the roosting bars. So, seems like it makes it kind of crowded in here right now, but they're still little enough that they can kind of walk underneath and in between and all around, and so we'll just do that. Get their water set up right here. Very good. There you go. Back home. Back home. See? There you go. Ooh, what is it? Ooh, what is it? You need to calm down, though. Here, you're doing good.
Just like you're doing. He's like, oh, you're warm.
Yeah, exactly.
Hold on your feet.
There you go.
Hey, your new roosting bar.
What is it?
You could just go. They could just go under it.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
It's an obstacle.
If they couldn't, they just have to jump over two to get to their eating plate.
Yeah.
Was being out like making you so hungry and so thirsty? Is that making you guys so hungry and so thirsty?
Like, what is this?
What do you think?
Whoa, this is new.
What do you think?
What is that?
Just leave this up here.
Hey, they jumped on it because they were running away from my hand. To put them on it.
Okay. So as I said earlier in the video, I took a class from Deborah Niemann at thethriftyhomesteader.com on composting, and she had two parts to this she had two parts to this class. One was on regular composting, doing the hot and cold composting, what you can put in there, how to do it. The second was on vermicomposting, and if you've never heard of vermicomposting, this is basically worm castings. And she taught us how easy it was to do worm castings. And then she also said she had so many extra worms, she was going to give some away free to somebody in the class, and I won. And so I should be getting some worms in the mail for my vermicomposting. So today, I am going to start prepping my bin for vermicomposting. I don't know everything yet. What I do know is that you have to take a bin like this one, just one of your sterilite plastic bins. Needs to be a solid colored bin because worms like it dark. And you need to drill holes into this bin. The holes need to be in the bottom to drain out fluid when there's fluid so that the worms don't drown. And then there needs to be air holes at the top. And the most important thing to remember, well, there's several important things. One, because it does leach, fluids, at some point you do have to have something underneath it to catch the fluids. And those fluids can actually be used to water plants and that sort of thing. And also, the other important thing is to make sure that you have enough holes that they can breathe. So we are going to work on putting holes into our vermiculture compost bin today. Yeah. So flipping this over, going to drill a whole bunch of holes. I think this particular bin has a dip right here, which means all the moisture is going to roll off of that into these areas here. So I'm only going to punch holes into this section here because of this dip. Because no water's going to sit on this. At least not very much water's going to sit on this. It's all going to roll down here. So I'm going to drill my holes down there. I'm just using, well, I don't even know what size bit this is. Probably a 1/4 inch, 3/8 inch bit. You don't want your holes too big, because if they're too big, the worms can crawl out of them. That would probably help if I was going. There we go. She did say that most likely, no matter what size your holes were, the worms probably aren't going to climb out if it's light outside. If that's light outside the bin, because worms don't like light. So we're just going to put a whole bunch of holes in here. And all these holes are for draining fluids. Okay. So there are the holes in the bottom of our bin. That should be enough for water to come out. Because it's sitting down on something, the worms aren't necessarily going to climb out of it. It's possible, I'll just have to watch for it. But Deborah said that she's never had worms actually climb out of her bin. Mostly because of light. Now I'm going to put some holes around the top. Hi birds, hi babies. To allow for airflow. Quite honestly, if you need a transport bin for chicks or any other animal, this is a great way to do it too. Get yourself a drill and drill some holes. Thanks, babies. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. And that is how you prepare the bin for vermicomposting. So, to get this bin the rest of the way ready for the worms, is to fill it with paper. I fortunately have a shredder, so it already breaks up all it's already broken up all the paper for me, well, for the worms. And what I'll do is I'll take this when I get my worms and I'll dig down a little bit, and I will put the worms down in there so that they're covered and in the dark, and they will start to eat away at everything I've got in here. My shredder did not shred these things up like it's supposed to. Okay, so we'll come back when I have worms, and we'll get the worms put in here, and we'll give you updated posts once a month on how the vermiculture is going.